Okay guys, so today I want to talk about something called a time signature. Now, if you look at the green numbers on the poster, you see a green 2, a green 3, and a green 4. And even though there are numbers stacked on each other, I'm not really worried about the numbers underneath them right now. I want you to concentrate on the numbers on the top. Now, if you look at all of the notes all the way across the page, they're kind of all just jumbled together. There's no way to tell them apart. There's no way to cut them into small, readable pieces. So let's just try the first line. If we were going to do this all together, okay, with our ta. Ta, ta, two, ta, sh, ta, ta. But what if I look at that number 2? And every time I count 2 beats, I write something called a bar line. A bar line is like cutting a cake. I'm just going to cut this giant cake into smaller pieces. So are you ready? Here we go. Ta, ta, bar line. 2, bar line. Ta, sh, bar line. Ta, ta, and at the end, we're going to have something called a double bar line, which is a thin line and a thick line. So now if I go through that top example, I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 beats. And what we did was we just took that big, long note cake and chopped it up into 2 beat sections. Now, if you look at number 3, I'm going to take that note cake, and this time we're going to chop it up into sections with 3 beats. So let's go through it without chopping it up. We've got ta, 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 2, ta, ta, ta. But it's just one long line. Let's chop it up into smaller pieces. Are you ready? Let's try it. Ta, 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 bar line. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 1, 2, 3. And then what do I have to do here? Do you remember? I have to add a skinny line and a thick line. Now I chopped up that cake into bars with 3 beats. Let's count. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Let's go back and put these into 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So guess what? We're now going to chop up this cake into 4 big pieces. Are you ready? So we go. Well, let's do it in one big long line first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, ta, ta, 2, ti, 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 ta, sh. Okay, let's do that one more time. 2, 2, ta, ta, 2, ti, 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 ta, sh. But now we've got to put them in, we're going to separate them. Are you ready? So we've got 2, 2, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. Now this one's harder because you have to remember that each TT is 2 sounds on 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now at the end we have our small line and our big line. Okay, double bar line. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we have all of our notes broken up with our time signatures into groups of 2s, 3s, and 4s. And so that top number on the time signature just tells us how to group or count our notes into different groups so we can read them easily. All right, now this is new information and we're going to have to work on this some more. But the lesson that we're going to have today focuses on this information.